friends, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to take you on a little trip. We're going to go to Milano, Italy, and strangely enough, even though I've been to many places around the world and especially in Europe, I have actually never been to Milano. I am ashamed to admit it, but you know, that's the case. And me and my friend, we were planning this trip for a long time. I think it was in the September or October 2019 that we said, okay, we're going to go to Milano next spring, and then everybody knows what happened in spring 2020. And now finally we had the time to take a few days off and go to Milan. I live close to Italy. I live in Slovenia, which is the country next to Italy. It's still about 600 kilometers one way, but luckily I love to drive, so we had no problems there. We took my car and we went on a lovely trip. Our main goal was to just have fun, to go see as many things as possible in a few days that we were there, and you know, to just kind of relax and try to not think about work for a change, because both of us work all the time and that's just crazy hours. That's just a little story for the beginning, and now let's dive into the good stuff. So let's go to Milano. Welcome to Milano. We just got to our apartment and it has a pretty nice terrace. We are now at the famous Duomo Piazza. I'm trying to do a 360. It's a really cool place. This is actually my first time in Milan. I can't believe it. But the weather is okay. It's not too cold. I'm now walking on the rooftop of Milano's Duomo. I don't want to know how many stairs there are, because I'm pretty sure if I knew in advance I wouldn't. But I'm also sure that the view on top will be worth it. See you in a bit. So you can actually access this rooftop by lift as well, but if you are fit enough, if you are able to walk the stairs, I recommend you do that, because you appreciate much more what's actually up here if you take the stairs. Duomo di Milano, this cathedral dates back to 14th century, and it took a staggering 6 centuries to finish. And this is quite obvious why when you take this very unique rooftop terrace tour. This is definitely one of the few cathedrals that you can actually walk on the roof all around, and it's pretty amazing. Not just the views of the gargoyles and all the stone statues that you can find up here, but also the views across the city and down to the piazza. And it's definitely one of the top things I would advise you to do when you go to Milano. Just a few minutes walk away from Duomo is another church. This one is called San Bernardino Aleosa, and it has a small side chapel that it's decorated with human skulls and bones. This happened in the early 13th century when the cemetery ran out of space, and then a room was built to hold these bones. A church was then attached actually to this room in the second part of the 13th century. Right next to Duomo is Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. This is Italy's oldest active shopping gallery, and is housed within a 4-story double arcade, and is named after the first king of the Kingdom of Italy. All the big houses from Chanel, Dior, Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, whatever you want, you can find it in here. They have some restaurants as well. At one of the entrances to Galleria, there is a very special museum, and most people walk by it because it's actually on the northern part, not from the south where you enter from the piazza, so you can kind of easily miss it, but you shouldn't because it's a very cool museum. And this museum hosts a lot of Leonardo da Vinci's sketches. They built his designs. There's like this very special Leo here, and you can actually play and assemble things by yourself, so it's very interactive. But what impressed me the most was definitely all the main paintings we know by Da Vinci digitally restored. So you can see the original painting, how it looks today, and then how it looked when it was actually made centuries ago, and it's a very big difference. I also learned that the famous Last Supper actually started peeling, the fresco started peeling only a few years after Leonardo actually made it. So you learn a lot and you have fun, and I just immersed in Leonardo da Vinci's work for quite a long time. So this is one of the museums I definitely recommend. If you are in Milano, go see it, it's worth it. This is a very special ear here in Milan. Apparently it was some kind of intercom or something like that. Nobody knows really, but today it has very special properties. Apparently if you tell a special wish to this ear, it will come true someday. So let's give it a go. Nope, not coming true yet. This castle is huge. It's definitely one of the places you have to come here and see it in person if you can, because, you know, no video will do it justice. But it was built in 14th century by Duke of Milan. There was a building before here and he kind of made it bigger. And the fun fact is that during the 16th and 17th century, this castle was actually one of the biggest citadels in whole Europe. The cemetery was opened in 1867, and most, if not all, influential and rich families of Milan are buried here. And you can imagine the cost of having a tomb like this and a chapel on top of your grave, how much money you have to do this. It works like an open-air museum actually, so you can just walk around and admire all these beautiful buildings and statues. So shopping wise, I didn't buy a lot. One thing I bought in Chanel and you saw from my teaser is this lipstick. This one is 192. This is not the one that I have on right now because it doesn't go with this shirt, but it's kind of like something between pink and red. It depends on your lips how it's going to turn out, but it's nude red. That's the closest I can explain. So it isn't like really bright color, but at least I'm gonna try to swap it here so you have at least some idea how it looks on skin. I love this color. I couldn't find this particular shade in any shops here in Slovenia, so I got this one in Chanel. The second item I got from Chanel is this portable brush. It's actually, it opens like this and then you pull it down and you have a little soft brush. So this is for powder and for a blush. And the reason why I wanted to get this is because of my job. A lot of times I need to touch up my makeup reporting, and we don't always have makeup people around, so you have to carry your own stuff, and this actually fits in most bags, and it's it's cute. So my main reason to going to Milan was not shopping, was actually sightseeing, learning things, and just have fun with my friend, and that goal was accomplished, so I am happy. I did buy one item apart from the cosmetics that I showed you, and this is actually the shirt that I'm wearing, and it's from Zara. Yes, I know you don't go to Milan to shop at Zara. It comes with a skirt as well, and I saw it on in the display window, and I was like, oh, I have to have that shirt. It's so cool. So thank you for sticking until the end. I hope you had fun with me in Milan. Are you planning on going to Milan anytime soon? Let me know. I've sure had a good time, and I can definitely recommend going around Milan. Especially that intercom air was quite funny for me. I really enjoyed that one, and I hope the wish that I made will come true someday. I'll let you know. Thank you for watching until the end. Please do consider subscribing to my channel so you can become part of my YouTube family and the circle of my YouTube friends. Have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.